over here. Hey, y'all, it's me, Dr. Lynn Daniel, PhD, EDS. I am the self-care evangelist here on social media. I encourage individuals to prioritize their personal and professional self-care and wellness. I do that through the Word of God and through social science because I am a believer in Jesus Christ and I'm trying to apply His Word to my life. And then as an educator and as a doctorate, PhD, educational researcher, I definitely find value in some of these educational social science frameworks, theories, concepts, ideas. So that's what I'm talking to you all about. Okay, listen. How many of you have friends? Real friends, real friendships. Okay, listen. I have friends, but I don't even really know how to define friendship, to be honest. Like the people who I count my friends, I've known for 40, 50 years. Like most of my life, I met them in my youth and teenage years. And we spent valuable time together and we have meaningful core experiences together. And we're still in touch with each other. And those are the people who I count as my friends. Like, we don't talk on the phone. Like, and do people still talk on the phone? Like, see, that's an old school mindset, talking on the phone every day. Like, that's my generation. Or I will call my great grandma 3-4 times a day to check on her. That's my generation. I don't think young people are talking on the phone, but we don't talk on the phone every day or often, but we engage with one another mostly through social media or through check-ins, I don't know if I know how to be a friend to a person who is in my vicinity. Like, I'm so used to having these valuable, meaningful, lifelong friendships to where if I have a question that's out of my expertise or out of my life experience, I have friends in various fields and industries, and I can just reach out to them and ask. But I think now that I'm doing more work, through the 90 days of grace, my course, and I'm deep diving on some topics, I don't even think I have the skill set to have a friend who lives next door or around the corner or 5 minutes from where I live or 30 minutes. I just don't. I haven't had the experience of like having a fast reach friend or a convenient, is it called convenient friendship? Since I was a young woman. Like friends who you could say, hey, let's go do this together, and then you go all meet up and do things like that. Like, I haven't had friends like that in years. So I'm just wondering, I recognize that friendship, true, genuine, if I could say the word, it's been a long day. True, genuine friendships to me are built upon values. And what I have noticed about myself is my friends that I have had, my lifelong friends, the ones with similar interests and values, we get along better. Even like if we disagree, we are able to like talk about, hey, what do you mean? You know, we have the comfort with each other and the skills to question and do what's necessary to keep our friendship alive. Man, I don't know. I just left school. We had our Black Student Union. I'm the sponsor of the Black Student Union on my campus, and you know, watching the students develop friendships through the work that they do, the leadership roles that they take on, and the work that they do in the groups. You know, right now they're planning some activities for the winter. They're planning the Black History concert. I was going to call it a concert. Is it a concert this year? The Black History program. They're planning that. And just watching them, how they interact with each other. And then we have new officers and seeing how they are helping each other in their roles, and how, you know, some of them are afraid because these are new roles for them, and you know, they're scared. You know, some of them are scared, and watching them, how they're supporting each other, the ones who are new, like freshmen, and watching the upperclassmen help them and support them and show them how to do. And this is the formation of friendships. So in observing them, it just really took me back to when I developed my core friendships in high school. I developed my core friendships in high school, not college, high school. In college, I did develop some good, solid relationships, but I don't see any of my college friends. I don't see any of them. I'm loosely in touch with some of them, you know, but yeah. So I don't know. I recognize that friendships, there are lots of different levels of friendships. I'm aware of that. I am aware that everyone is not a friend, and it's okay to have like associates or different levels and categories of friends, because everyone is not a friend. Like, to me, a friend is, I don't even know. Like, a friend is somebody you definitely trust, a person you like, you all have things in common, you like similar hobbies, you have similar interests, or you're going through something together that you share an experience with. Like when I was doing, I know when I talk to because there aren't very many PhDs and doctors, and there are more in education, but there are not a whole lot of us. And so when I talk to my colleagues who have their doctorates, the ones who went through their program solo like I did, you know, they just wanted to do the program. They had an interest, so they went and did the program. But then there are a few who they did their programs with a friend. So they either waited for their friend, or I don't know how they did it. I know one colleague that I had, I met her a couple of years ago through Professional Community. educators community, and she and I collaborated on a writing piece, a publication for the Arizona English Teachers Association, and then we worked in communities of practice together. So she told me right off the bat, oh, I want a PhD. I really want to pursue a PhD. And I was like, go for it. Like, to me, it was the most gratifying, although terribly difficult, challenging, frustrating, life-changing event. Like, yeah, so she was like, well, I want to do it with a friend. I want to go through, I want, she had in mind a particular program or degree category that she wanted. Like, mine is in reading, language, literacy, and leadership. She wanted a PhD in reading, the science of reading, or something, along those lines. And so she started looking at schools. She had a process that she was going through, and now she settled on a school and a friend. She's doing the program. She and a friend applied, and hopefully they will be accepted into the program, because I think the program is highly selective, and they only take so many people per cohort or whatever. But anyway, the point I'm making is a few of my colleagues, I know that was a long story, a few of my colleagues who have their PhDs went through their program with a friend. They went not only through their PhD, but through their master's degree with a friend. And these are experiences that are life changing and life bonding. Those individuals are going to be bonded for life. And they spend time together. I see them engaging with one another. They attend conferences together. They spend, they enjoy each other's company. And right now, I don't really have anyone like that in my life, like, because I'm just so used to being solo. As a child, I was used to sitting on the porch watching the kids play because I would be sick. So I learned how to navigate life in a solo mindset, which is okay, but not for everything. Not for everything. There are times when you do need people to be with you, but I'm very selective about the people I am around, and this is why, because I'm sensitive is what I call it. I don't know what else to call it, but I'm sensitive. And so, not like I will cry, even though I will cry, but I absorb energy. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to seem like some weirdo whatever in sharing this, but I cannot be around people who are highly negative. I don't like being around people like that. Like, I will give them a chance because I know people have bad days. People have a bad day, they have a bad week, they're in a funk, they're not feeling so well. But then when I notice that people seem to always be like that, with no self-reflection and no growth, then I'm like, I can't deal with that, man. So I call it being sensitive. I don't know any other word to call it. But yeah, I wish I would have had friends to do the PhD with. I didn't. I did my master's cohort. We became pretty cool. But then, once we graduated, we all dispersed pretty much. We just dispersed. We didn't hang out and things of that nature. So I don't know. I feel like I've been rambling long enough. What do you all think? How have you all founded friendship, like lifelong friendships? Have you all founded any of those? Have you all discovered your lifelong chums, buddies, ace boon coons, whatever we used to call them back in the day. My ace boon coon. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Check out other videos on my channel and be blessed.